we have crossed the middle way. We are now coming up. The sixth point. Your help is not from without. Your help is from within. Within is above. When you go inside, you are acknowledging a fact that the powers for your life are within you. When you understand that the cause of the situation is inside and you go inside for the solution, you open the doors for external help. All right? What would happen when you are stressed? The right thing to do is to sit down calmly, acknowledge these facts. I am equal to this. I can handle this. It is within my power. You take that understanding in. And then you now say, I am open to all forms of help. The doors to help and helpers are now flung open. I ask for help. That is the first step. Because one who has helped themselves will always find external help so easy to come by. The next thing is almost directly opposite to this. It is accept help. Accept help. I said don't go out looking for help. Now I'm telling you to accept help. Is it contradictory? Not at all. I'm simply saying to you, the first help is within. It is from within that all other helps can come. External helps are useless when the internal is not in control. Let me explain this. There is an understanding behind medical science that all forms of medication are there to stop the deterioration of the problem, but they don't cure the problem. The actual cure to the problem is in the person, in the human being. You see this physical body, it cures itself, it heals itself. They even say medicine treats, but God heals. All right? Therefore, the purpose of medicine is to provide a form of palliative, a form of assistance, so that the body will be in a powerful state to remedy and heal itself. But why then are people consistently sticking to medications? It's simple. They have placed the curative power, the curative faith in the medication rather than in themselves. So the injury is perpetually being there, and the medicines are there to prevent it from deteriorating. So you are marking same position. So sicknesses that require consistent medication simply means that the person is perpetually living in the moment of injury. So if you understand that the power is within you, you don't have to rush out. There are those who have made it a practice, a way of life, to always seek juju men, prophets, powerful men to be of help to them, or women to be of help to them. It's a lifestyle they have chosen that it's okay by them. But the truth is, if you intend to be a powerful person, somebody who intends to be in charge of their destinies, therefore, you would understand that the actual power, the actual healing is inside of you. Okay? So, that takes us to the 8 points. Taking criticisms with dignity is power. You just have to understand that nobody can hurt or harm you if you have not hurt or harmed yourself. So if somebody comes to you with criticism, good or damaging, receive them for what they are and let it go. Remember, stress is that if you have not strayed away from your center, you can't be stressed. Stress happens when you have lost a sense of your identity, a sense of your being, or you have accepted the wrong identity, the wrong being. Therefore, shocks are bound to happen along the way. So you just have to understand that, okay, this has happened. What is the next step? Return. That takes us to the next step. Having a sense of self. Who are you? You have to have a core purpose for your life and a core definition of who you are. When you have that, your problems are easily sorted. If you don't know who you are, and apply the knowledge of self onto your situation, stress often occurs. You can see that all the points are interwoven. If you can laugh at yourself, of course, because you know who you are, you know that these things I'm laughing at are mistakes made by myself. Therefore, you have yourself. You know that, okay, this is who I am, but look at what I'm doing. It's so small, it's so silly. You see? Then you begin to grow along that line that, okay, this is who I am. But if you don't have a sense of who you are easily flustered. You can be tossed here and there. You know, the Bible talks about being tossed about by every wind of doctrine. It's because the person does not have a connection with self, a connection with spirit. That's where all the problems are coming from. The spirit to connect with is not some spirit out there, it is you. Because a wise one once told me, he said the intelligence that creates, controls, sustains, and directs the entire universe works in and through the human being. So why don't you allow that power, that intelligence to work for you above all else? That intelligence, we know when you need help and we direct the right helps to you, but work with that intelligence, be of the understanding that you are not alone. It is that sense of duality which says I and life are different that creates all the stress we have in our lives. The stress is not the people around you. The stressor is not the friends around you. It's not your situation or your circumstance. The stressor is you. Understand this. You are the stressor. When you cease to be the stressor, all things work together for your own good. Finally, we got to the 10th point, number 10. Do things that make you feel great every day. Every single day. Go out of your way and do things that make you feel great. And what are these things? I, for one, would recommend when you wake up in the morning, sit and meditate. Beautiful. Sit down quietly and just shut your eyes calmly and stay silent. Meditate. Alternatively, sit quietly, calmly, focus your eyes straight as if you are going to sleep and call the name of God that you are comfortable with. Any name of God that you are comfortable with, just call it slowly. If you don't believe in God, which is perfect for you, just sit quietly, silently, and just calm down. And just be in that mood. Okay? Now, after meditation, some people, you can do 15 minutes if you want to do your meditation, 15 minutes, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, whatever. Some people do, they pay a tithe of their day, 24 hours in a day, so they do 2.5 hours of meditation every day as a tithe offering to God. So they can break it across the day. So do your meditation, then you can do your gratitude journal. State reasons for which you are grateful for that day. Write them out if you want to write them. If you want to write them, you can say them mentally until you feel grateful for each and every one of them and you feel very powerful. Then the next thing, create affirmation for your day, and then you move up. I would say add some exercise, physical exercise. Let this body feel gingered. Do some exercises and you go out. But I would advise, do not leave your house, do not leave your room without feeling excited, without feeling powerful. Load up yourself, fill up your cup, let it be overflowing so you can have enough goodness to give to people. This is how you load up your treasure. A good person, out of the good treasure of their heart, bringeth forth good. If you don't have good treasure, if you wake up feeling stressed, yesterday's problem, you brought them to today and you are going out like that, you will be dishing it out to everybody you meet. You give what you have. But every new day is new. The mercies and the goodness of God, His steadfast love, are new every morning. Renew yourself with it. And when you go out of your way to help people. Make your work your selfless self. That's one of the problems we have in this country. We do not think our works are duties to God. We have a dichotomy between our spiritual life, or so-called our religious life, and our work life. It shouldn't be so. You should be one. Be one, be good, and go jolly. Thank you.